If you're having coffee with me, I'd welcome you to my tangle of words. Welcome, welcome. Don't mind the whoosh of high-speed, low-latency internet. So in case you missed the memo, Starlink is now available in Zimbabwe. It went live shortly before midnight on the 7th of September, officially making Zimbabwe the 14th African country to have Starlink services. We've had an interesting relationship with Starlink services. Earlier in the year, we had declared the satellite communications as a threat to our sovereignty. The Telecommunications Regulatory Authority even requested that Starlink disconnect access to the service until it had gone through proper licensing and approval channels. Using the service was deemed illegal, and a couple of people got fined and their equipment confiscated. There was a blitz to arrest unauthorized resellers of the equipment who had been blatantly advertising on social media, with one pointed out as being the son of a senior government official. Ironically, it was also revealed that some state-operated services, such as the national broadcaster ZBC, had been using Starlink services and had paid almost 5 times the official price for the equipment. The government warned that it would raid and arrest people who sold, advertised, or owned unlicensed Starlink equipment. Enterprising folk offered services where the kit could be disguised to look like another installation, such as a floodlight or solar panel. Some people simply painted over their kits to hide from drone surveillance to flash out unlicensed Starlink users. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that in May, the president announced that he had approved Starlink, granting IMC the sole distribution license. This announcement was received with mixed reactions, with people excited about the approval, while others were enraged that a company with ties to a businessman who ghosted with funds for a solar contract and tied to other corruption scandals had secured such a position. Information from various channels suggests Starlink was not keen on partnering with the government's preferred selection, and that there was a stalemate over various regulatory modalities. Portras would eventually announce that there was no exclusive distribution rights to Starlink, with the service projected to go live in Q3 of 2024, and here we are. Starlink is now officially available in Zimbabwe, with the basic residential plan costing $50 a month on the standard kit and $30 a month for the Starlink mini kit. Those who had reserved their kits from the Starlink website received emails requesting they complete their order or be refunded. Delivery of the first batch of kits is expected in 1 to 2 weeks. Meanwhile, those who already had the kits, never mind how, are now able to change from their roaming plan, which costs $100, to the residential plan by transferring their kit to a new account with a Zimbabwean address. While Elon Musk has confirmed the service, I'm yet to see any official updates from the government, Ministry of ICT, or even Portras, and what it means for those who had been using the service legally. Is all forgiven? The arrival of Starlink services in Zimbabwe has ripples in the communications sector, where consumers have always complained about expensive internet. From the general conversation, most would love it if Starlink sounded a death knell for other providers for the way they've been treating them. While Starlink is not going to claim a large market share overnight and is not a direct competitor to some of the internet providers, it's the much-needed wake-up call for them to adjust their products. In countries that already have good internet coverage at affordable prices, Starlink is not fearsome competition that will steal your business. Service providers are already trying to create new packages, and some have reported an increase in internet speed as if they had previously been holding back on us. Econet has a SmartBiz product that seems a direct response to Starlink, with Econet offering mobile broadband with prices starting at $45 a month for an unlimited 5 Mbps connection. When the service was launched earlier in the year, the same package was $70 per month, so it's gotten quite the price slash. Is that you, Starlink effect? If you're having coffee with me, I tell you that were I a betting man, I would put all my money on the bet that we're going to see an introduction of competitive internet packages from various internet service providers. So you see, Even if one doesn't directly use Starlink, the Starlink effect will still find them. And for those who might want to say the pricing for the equipment is prohibitive, well, there's an idea of co-sharing the subscription and setup costs. In another interesting development, I'm curious if Starlink has anything to do with it, but the Telecoms Regulatory Authority, through Statutory Instrument 154 of 2024, announced that internet service providers will now be fined if their service is not up to the standard and falls below certain key performance indicators. What a time to be alive. But then one can't help wonder on the practicality of it. Where for a start, I know most of our internet service providers struggle to deliver a consistent speed and network. Also, with the electricity situation, service tends to degrade during periods of extended load shedding as some of the cell towers don't have adequate backup power or alternative power solutions, and running diesel generators for long periods is expensive. I predict a lot of fines coming through. Someone might just have found a new cash cow, which I suspect is why this was rolled out and for the protection of the actual consumer. What's been going on in your neck of the woods? It's school opening week and the back to school drama is on. As I was doing my audio recording for the podcast version of my blog, I was thinking about how cool it would be if I had a voice as iconic as James Earl Jones. The lion sleeps tonight. Rest well to the voice behind Mufasa, Darth Vader, and King Jeffrey Joffer.